Okay, hello go-getters. I just hope you are doing well. So in this video, guys, I just want to show you how to solve unknown value. How to solve unknown value, which is x. But sometimes, guys, not all the time you'll get question which they say solve for x. Others, they will say solve for n, and others, they will say solve for r. Do you understand? But you should understand that as we are solving x and n or n, you should know that but these are what we call unknown values. Actual, guys, are unknown values, these things. If you still remember from grade 3, we were used to get these kind of questions, or sometimes they even put like a triangle. Then they will say that tell us what must be inside a triangle or must be inside a what? The rectangle. Do you see? So what must be inside here? You should put what in order for you to get 7? You should put 3 here. Do you see, guys? Meaning that 3 plus 4 is 7. Do you see? And now this kind of one, you will find out here it's 4. And if there is nothing, you know here there is a dot. And dot represent what? Multiply. Multiply by box. And here it's 20. Or sometimes it can be a triangle like this, get 20. Then they ask you what number you should put there. When you multiply by what? By 4, you should get 20. So that number, guys, it is just 5. Do you see? But now, guys, you are growing, guys. Do you understand? You are no longer doing grade 3. So now you should know how to solve unknown value or solve for x. Meaning now you should identify what must be there in order for you to get 20. What must be here in order for you to get 7. As you can see here, it's 3 and here it's 5. So how to prove that, yeah, it is 3? So to prove that this thing, yes, it is 3, what do you do? So this one is the equation that I have. Is the equation. In order for me to solve for x, I have to take this value to the other side. Do you understand? And what you will notice, guys, this sign, it will change. As the number goes to the other side, guys, the sign changes there. It becomes like negative. Do you see, guys? The moment you take it on other side, its sign, it changes, it becomes negative. Meaning now the value of x, 7 minus 7 minus 4, this thing, it will give you 3. Do you see, guys, this thing? Yeah. But for this one, guys, when there is multiplied, this thing is something like this. You should know what is in front from what you need. We divide by it. So this thing, it is in front from what I need. I need the value of x. So what is in front from what I need, I will divide by it. Meaning I will divide by 4 both sides here. I'll divide by 4. The moment I divide by 4 here, that 4 will cancel there. Do you see? And my value here will become, if you can press this thing on calculator, 20 divided by 4, I'm sure that you will get the value of 5. Do you see, guys, this thing? So it means now with the value of x here, it's 5. If I can substitute 5 here, I can get 20. Then on this side, the value of x here, it's 3. If I can substitute 3 there, I can get 7. Do you see? So let's try to do more questions so that you can get what I'm trying to say, guys. So for this one, what do you do? This thing is the same as in like you got unknown value. You should identify what must be inside a box in order for me to get 7. Do you see, guys? So in order for you to identify what is inside a box, you should know that this is what I have. The moment I take this number on other side, its sign will change. It become like what? 7 and become plus there. And here it will be 8. Do you see? If now I add this thing from my calculator, you will find out that 7 plus 8, it's 15. Do you see? Meaning here the value here it's 15. The value of n there it's 15. This thing, it tells me that, guys, inside a box there must be 15 there. There must be 15. Meaning 15 minus 8, it will be what? It will be 7. Do you see, guys? Even if you can just substitute it here, it's 15 minus by 8, you find out that you get 7. Meaning that answer is correct. Then let's try for this one. So this thing, it's something like a box. Should identify what is inside a box. Here there is multiply. If there is nothing, there is a dot represent multiply. So it's 8. So what must be inside this box in order for me to get what? To get 40, to get 64, guys. So in order for me to know what is inside the box, I should know that this thing is something like this. What is in front from what I need, I divide by it. Meaning now I will divide by negative 8 both sides. This will cancel. My answer there will be what? If I say 64 over minus 8, I get minus 8. Meaning the value for n in this side, it's minus 8, guys. Do you see? Meaning inside that box, there is minus 8. So in other words, if you say minus 8 multiplied by what? By minus 8, I'm sure you'll get positive 64. Minus 8 multiplied by minus 8. Do you see? Remember that when you multiply same sign, you get positive. Do you see, guys, this thing? I just hope, guys, you manage to see this thing. Yeah. So guys, let me show you also this one now. I hope now you get the pattern now. But now, guys, sometimes the maths will try to trick you. Don't allow maths to trick you, guys, from the knowledge that you have. Yeah. So do you notice now our unknown values are on our right hand side? It's no longer on left hand side. Do you see this thing? So what you should understand, this equation, you can rearrange it. We can write this equation like 4 minus y minus n. Do you see, guys, this thing? Because I'm saying that minus 9, it is equal to 4 minus r. In other words, I'm saying this is the same as that. Do you understand? Meaning I can also write it like that. This is still the same as that. Do you understand, guys? So now we have to solve for what? For the value of r. In order for me to solve that value of r, I should make it to be alone, guys, so that I can identify my r there. What must be there? Do you understand? Remember, guys, this thing is something like a box. So I should identify what is inside a box. So in other words, I should make that r to be alone so that I can know what is inside a box. So let's make that r to be alone, guys. The first thing that you have to do here is to take that 4 on the other side, try to make r to be alone. You will find out the moment you take 4 on the other side, here you're left with minus r. Upper it's minus 9. This thing, it will change the sign, it become like what? Negative. Do you see, guys, this thing? The moment you take the number on the other side, you change the sign. This thing will become like what? Minus 13. And here I still got minus r. I haven't solved for r here. I only solve minus r. Do you understand? So in order for me to solve this r, remember r must be alone, guys. So in order for me to solve that r, it means here what I have to do, what is in front from what I need, I divide by it. So what is in front from what I need, there is invisible 1 here. I'll divide by minus 1 by negative 1. Do you see, guys, this thing? So that this will cancel with that, meaning now my r value there, it's positive 13. Meaning, guys, if I can substitute here positive 13, and I will press on my calculator, you'll find out that here, if I press this thing on calculator, say 4 minus, open bracket, 13. Do you see, guys, what I get? I get negative 9 there. So on this side, guys, you can also rearrange this equation in this way because they try to trick you there. Do you see? And now you know what is in front from what I need. I divide by it. Divide by it. Meaning now my value for r here, it will just give me 9 there. Do you understand? Meaning that now if I can substitute this thing on my equation, this is my equation that I have, you will find out that I will get that 18 there. 9 and 9. This thing is still give me 91, guys. 81. 9, 9. Do you see what I get, guys? Yeah. So this equation, guys, they are all easy actually. Do you understand? Don't get confused here. This thing is straightforward, guys. It doesn't need a lot of thinking. You just need it to practice. So this thing is something like a box. You should identify what is inside a box. In order for you to identify what is inside a box, it means here you should do this thing, make that x to be alone. Take this thing on other side so that x can be alone here. This thing minus 9, so this thing it's x. This and that, guys, it's what? I'm sure it's 6 here. You see? No need for you guys to divide by positive 1 there. Here we got invisible 1. No need to divide by positive 1. Because still you will get the same answer, guys. Do you see? So this thing, it means that now from my equation I got 6 plus 9, which is this thing, it's 15. Do you see, guys? Then on this side, what I should know is that what is in front from what I need, I divide by it. Here we got invisible 1, meaning I can divide by negative 1. Do you see? Here I say, guys, you can't divide by positive 1. But here you can divide by what? Negative 1. Do you understand? So that you can remove those signs. This will cancel the, meaning r now it's alone, it's minus 90. Do you see? So this thing, it means that it's minus, if I can substitute this, I'm sure I'll get that. Do you see, guys? It's easy, guys, to solve unknown values. So let's solve for x here. To solve for x, you can rearrange this equation like this. 13. Do you see? I said this thing is equal with that one, meaning this thing is the same as that one. Do you see? Also, this thing is the same as that one. Do you get me? So okay, now let's solve. What must be inside the box in order for me to get 13? To identify what must be inside the box here, what I should do is to take this number on other side so that x can be alone. It will change the sign when it goes on other side. This thing, it will give me what? I think it will give me 9 if I'm not lying. Yeah, I think it is 9. It is 9. I'm kidding. So let's just press it on calculator. Oh, yeah, it is 7. Yeah, it is 7, guys. So it means this thing is 7x. Meaning now inside the box, there must be 6 plus 7. This thing will give me what? 13. Do you see, guys? So for this one now, it's 6x. So here you can divide by this thing, both sides, x. This thing, guys, it will give me 6. So for me, guys, what I will do here, I will better to write it like this thing. Do you see, guys? Because it doesn't sound when I say 6 equal to x. This thing, it doesn't sound. It's better when you say x, it is equal to 6. Rather than saying 6, it's equal to x. It's better to say x, it's equal to 6. Do you understand? That's why from the other previous questions, I was used to rearrange the equation because I was avoiding to get this kind of answers. It's better when I rearrange this thing like this so that I can divide what is in front from what I need. So that this thing will give me what? 6. Do you see, guys? To prove your answer is correct, it means now where there is x, you will substitute 6. This thing is the same as this, meaning where there is x, I will substitute what? 6. This thing, it gives me 36. You see? It means my answer is correct. So guys, this is how we solve unknown value. And most of the question in maths, you will find them. They will usually say, solve for x, all the time, solve for x. But sometimes you should not get lost if you see something say solve for n, solve for r. because we'll still apply the same method. Do you understand? Yeah. So guys, thank you for watching my video, and please guys, you can take a try for these questions.